Hey, hey. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's almost the weekend. I hope that you all are looking forward to just being able to have some free time and enjoy yourselves. I am excited to be able to talk with y'all a little bit. Okay. I just want to make sure that everything was working. We had with my district, we had some ninth grade tours. And so that was really exciting to be able to see that the kids were excited. And then also, my oldest is going into ninth grade next year. And so that was exciting to be able to learn and see it from his eyes and experience it as a mom. I have many years that I have worked in the education system and with helping students and families get accepted into colleges and applying. But it has been really fun to see things from his eyes. So, a lot of the times, families will talk about just what are the next steps that we need to take? What do we do? How do I focus on things? And where should I spend my time? And recently, I've had several families asking about we talk about the rigor or that difficulty level of classes that the student is going to be taking, and that is something that is absolutely important. And it's such an important thing that I actually want to spend either an entire live or maybe even a full podcast episode on it soon to help make sure that you all have what you need to be able to be clear in your search. So tonight, what I want to focus on is mistakes that I want you to avoid. So don't make these mistakes in your college search. So the first one is that it's all or nothing and that you spend all of your time, anything that you are doing outside of your own work and doing things with a family, that your entire focus is just on that college search. Yes, it is absolutely an important thing to do, but when you feel like that is all you do and you are living, breathing, eating, and sleeping college and you start having dreams about it, it might be time to take a break and focus on something else, because sometimes we just need to be able to refresh for a minute, go back into whatever it is that we are working on with a fresh set of eyes. And sometimes we just need that brain break and being able to have a couple of minutes where we can walk away from it. The second mistake is procrastinating. So putting things off. And I actually have had these several times, have had these conversations lately, in my own home as well as students where, and over the years. So putting something off, it's like ripping a band-aid off, that if you know that it's coming and you have kind of that anxiety and what's going to happen and what's going to happen. And you know what, I'll just wait. I'm just going to push it off. I'm not going to do it. I won't worry about it right now. And then things really end up that they add up, and it's one thing after another after another. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, an entire school year for some of our younger students has gone by, and you say, oh, I'll worry about it later. There needs to be a healthy balance in the tasks and the activities that you're going to do and where and how you're going to focus your time. So just putting everything off or not starting the search at all until senior year, and even in January of senior year. Now, there are things that we can do to help support students, but when you break it into little bite-sized pieces, it is going to be tremendously easier than just pushing everything off, procrastinating, and not worrying about it at all. The other thing, so the next piece is, so we're not going to spend all of our time. We really want a healthy balance. You want to be aware of what some of those dates and deadlines and everything are. The third thing is just flying by the seat of your pants and saying, oh, we'll figure it out. We'll apply to colleges. No big deal. I really want to encourage you to do some research. If you don't know what to research or how to research, I am happy to help with that. Yesterday I did a live and actually talked about several different websites that I really enjoy for that college search and learning about testing. If you didn't listen to it, please go back and do, because hopefully that will help you. And then we just really want to make sure that you are spending time and know what you are looking for. So the next mistake that I see, or that I don't want to see anyone do, is exaggerating, whether that be on a scholarship application or a job application or a college application. or just something that you're doing for school, be honest. It is always better to live in integrity and to be truthful about the things that you are doing rather than exaggerating or straight out lying. When that happens, then it is very easy for people to find out about it, and then you have to deal with more consequences. For you parents, I don't know how many of you ever were told or have told your own children. You tell me the truth. If you lie to me, there are going to be bigger consequences than what we're dealing with right now. Um, so recently, we've also talked about having a balanced college list. Again, if that's not something that you are sure about, please go back and watch that so that you know the difference between safety, reach, and match schools, and that you know what that list should look like for your student. Now, list building is not always easy. There are a lot of factors that go into it, and it isn't something where you have to spend all of your time on it. That's where we have support with Confused to College Ready and the families that I work with. We talk through your options as far as potential schools, and you want to have a list that is balanced. And part of that is also making sure that you are 100% okay with actually attending the schools that are on that list. Sometimes we have students as they are looking at their elective choices and having alternates, and they say, I'm not going to get an alternate. I'm going to get everything that I want. So I'm just going to throw whatever class on there. And then we talk with them about choices and what will happen. And then once they get their schedule, as a school counselor, I get a phone call or an email or a answer to the survey that says, we didn't want that class. That's not what we wanted. And if it's something that was on there as an alternate, then there's not a whole lot of room that we have to make adjustments. So having a balanced list and being 100% okay with those schools is such an important thing. Then, all right, just we are, I know this has been several, and I appreciate those of you that are watching or watching the replay and going through all of this with me. If there is anything in what we've been talking about and you would like to schedule that free 15-minute coaching call with me, I would absolutely love to chat with you. So you can go to the website confusedtoready.com/free coaching, or you can comment on this video and say mistakes, and then I will reach out to you about setting up a time to chat. So the next mistake is thinking that test optional means that students don't have to test at all. And we absolutely want you to be able to take that ACT or SAT exam. Some students choose to take both. And the PSAT, or the plan, I believe is the name of it, for ACT. Y'all, my brain, it just went out of my brain. And so but that basically pre-ACT exam and the PSAT, whether it'll depend on what your school is offering, but making sure that you have the opportunity to take those tests. And it's something where there is a conversation, and this is a whole other live stream with that one too, about what test optional means and how to know where you should focus your time with testing. So you do want to test and see, and then just see how you do, and you can take the test multiple times. Then the final thing, and this kind of goes along with spending all of your time on that college search, but this is throughout the student's high school career, and that is focusing only on one thing. So some students might focus only on their grades. I'm only going to focus on grades. I don't have time for extracurricular activities. All I am doing is spending time with my grades, and I'm going to do the best that I can, and I'm going to take every single one of the most difficult classes possible. I get that. I get that students want to challenge themselves, but schools are looking at the difficulty level of classes. They are looking at grades. They are looking at a student's test scores, but they also want to see that you have a balanced life, that you are involved in an extracurricular activity or activities, and that you're able to commit to those and have an impact in your community. They want to know what students can bring in to their community. So they want to see what you've been able to commit to and follow through on with extracurriculars in your own community. It does not have to be a sport. It does not have to be a specific club. It really, some of it is finding maybe a project or maybe some way that students can have impact on the community. And that's another thing that I definitely talk with students about are what do those pieces look like for you? So I hope that this has been helpful. If so, please share it with someone else that might find it helpful. And I hope that you have a great Thursday evening and enjoy your Friday. Have a good one. Bye.